bestie. Go, bestie. I hope you are all having a wonderful Sunday so far. I definitely have been resting a lot, but it's time to do something fun. And what I want to do is I want to create a nail design, and I'm gonna need your help with everything from the um, what I will do on the nail to the decoration. So I would like to, if you can participate, definitely join in. So what I'm going to use, my cover color is going to be from this brand. This brand is Dynamic, and the color is a dragon drink. And for glitter, I had made this glitter in particular, and it's a very beautiful light pink with kind of like a purple bluish undertone, and I love it. I haven't used this color, so I figure it'd be a great opportunity to do or to use today. And I'm going to be using this gel polish from Double Rhythm, and this is a cat eye. This is MC1206, and it is a very beautiful pearlescent pink. It's kind of like a soft pink. It's very pretty. And I think this color will go really, really. Hi, Concha! Hi, bestie! I think this color will go really, really pretty with that glitter. Um, my besties are here. Yay! Okay, so again, for those of you who are entering now, I am going to do a nail set. I'm going to need your help from the structure of the nail to the decoration. So I will have my people, you guys, participate. I will take suggestions, and then from there, I will choose, and then I will put it on my nails. So what I'm wearing right now is my 2XL stiletto, and these are from Soleil. I absolutely love these tips. I do have this on my natural nail. Like, I do have product. That's why it looks a little bit lumpy. Not lumpy, but the apex looks high. It's because I have, on top of this, I have a peel off method. And then in order for the tips to stick, in case I kind of like, because I'm very clumsy, in case I hit one of these, I just put a thin layer of clear acrylic. So once again, for everybody that's joining in, I need you guys help to do my nail set today. I have this color. Our set today is going to be pink. I'm going to need you to help me decide what you guys want to see, so I will put it on my nails. Again, the color is Dragon Drink. I made this beautiful pink. It's a light pink with kind of like a blue purple undertone, or shift. And I'm also going to incorporate this cat eye gel polish. And I'm going to start myself with the first nail because I kind of envisioned that nail. So let's get right into it. So what I'm going to do for my point, start thinking what you guys want me to do. Do I have a brighter pink too? Um, that is cat eye. No, I do not. Oh, bestie, I gotta talk to you about an idea I have for a set that I want to do with you. So, but that was last minute last night, and we haven't talked. So, anyways, I just thought about it, and I know I'm gonna forget later, so I figure I'd tell you now. And so, for the first nail, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the bottom part of this nail here, and I'm gonna do an ombre. Um, but before I do that ombre, I'm going to apply the gel. This is the first time, by the way, I use this particular color. I think it's a very pretty color. And just seeing the kind of like the magnets or magnetic um inside of the gel polish move around is super cool. I don't know, should I do like a line so that we can see, something light and sweet, or just, kind of like I don't know, something here. Right? It's so pretty. It's so soft, and it's very don't ever do this. Do not wipe your gel with your bare fingers. Yes, it is light and sweet. I absolutely agree. So, I already told you I'm going to do an ombre with that nail. What do you guys want to see for my middle fingernail? Do you want to see a full cover of the gel polish? Which in that case, I will do a full cover of obviously, the cover acrylic. Do you want to see a ombre with the glitter? Or do you want to see a full glitter? Go. Let me know. Okay, we have full cover glitter. Who else? What do you guys want to see? Let me know before I start applying anything. It's sugar, don't start cheating. That's one answer per person. Mm. Who else? Who else wants to join? Come on. Ombre with the glitter. I know, she's too funny. Okay, so ombre with glitter. She's right. I have 5 fingers. What did I do last time? I can't remember. I know it was the the gothic set. I know it had glitter. I can't remember if I don't remember. Oh my god, my memory is so bad. Okay, I'm gonna take contours because I don't know. I like that option better, the ombre with the glitter. But I'm gonna do the other one, the ring finger, like you want it, sugar. Just because you came out here and said it. I will do the. What is it with you and the Frenchies? You are killing me, girl. We're supposed to do something simple. Hi, Azuneos. Thank you so much for being here. Again, a shout out to Sugar Eclipse. Shout out to Conjure Up Nails, my besties. Shout out to Azuneos. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so for the middle finger, I said I was going to do an ombre. Actually, I like to do the glitter ombres upwards. So, and then I said I was going to do for the ring finger what Sugar wanted, which was a full cover. So let me do the full cover of the glitter first. Start thinking what you guys want to see for the pinky and the thumb. So this glitter, I made it myself. Um, and it's a very beautiful glitter. You can create your own acrylics at home, by the way. Um, just so you know, you don't have to necessarily purchase a new acrylic every single time from a new brand. So, yeah, I made this beautiful acrylic and it's very pretty and I love it. Just trying to spread it sidewall to sidewall. I'm going to brush it upwards to kind of blend with the previous bead, and then I'm going to start to brush it downwards. Let me know, I should have asked this question before. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. The good thing about these glitters is that it has different sizes. So you can see there's really tiny glitters here at the bottom. You finally got your nails off today. That set was beautiful. You guys, if you guys are looking for nail content to watch, my bestie Sugar Eclipse and my other bestie Conjure Up Nails, they both have YouTube channels, and these ladies are absolutely amazing with their art. So check them out. Let me know if I should bring you guys closer. I don't know if you want me to do that. Again, I'm just going. At this point, I'm trying to be careful with the beads because if I remember, I have to encapsulate this glitter. So if I add too much, it's gonna obviously be too much. But you know, that's kind of how it looks. And what do you want me to do for the pinky? Do you want to do like a full of this color, or should I do the same? Hi Patricia. Oh, here we go. Start with the wiping questions. No, I do not harm myself because I don't go like this, you know. But that's just, you know, my opinion. How do you do it? How would you do it? I'm pretty sure if you're asking that question, you don't do nails this long, but how would you do it? Anyways, what do you guys want to see for the pinky? Do you want to see the same thing as the pointer finger? Or do you want another glitter? I think I should do the same thing as the pointer finger and then maybe a glitter ombre on the thumb. Blooming gel? What am I going to bloom? I have a cat eye. I'm not adding any other polishes. And this is not like a very dark color or pigmented color for it to look like it's blooming. I think if I add this gel polish to a blooming set, the metal particles are going to be the ones blooming and then it's going to be a hot mess. So I'm going to I'm going to do the same thing as a pointer finger, and I'm just going to paint it. Just trying to understand, why are people always so concerned about how I wipe? Is that a thing? Maybe I should add another layer of the gel polish. So it looks just a tiny bit darker. What do you guys think? Maybe I should. Because it's beautiful, but I think it's a little bit too light. But then with this layer, something like that. And then I'm gonna cure. Let me check the comments. Hi Jess, shout out to Jess. Who else is in here? Again, shout out to Azul Nails, shout out to Conjure Up Nails. You guys are having too much fun in the chat. Shout out to Patricia for her, very interesting question. Um, who else is in here? Nobody else? Join the chat, people. I don't bite. I just ask to keep it professional. Really? You think I'm on EBT and government assistance? Sweetie, you're very wrong. I work a 9 to 5 job, and sometimes, a lot of the times, I do work overtime if you're interested in knowing in my finances. So, no, I do not get government assistance or EBT, much less housing assistance, because I'm always bitching and complaining about the prices of the rent. So, thank you so much for your interesting comment. Yes, I do have a cat. She's my princess. She's a spicy teenager right now. I've had her since she was a baby. Her name is Nebula. And we named her Nebula because she has sort of like 3 tones of color in her fur. She has gray, she has yellow, and she also has kind of like a whitish color. And when she was a baby, those, and her eyes, when she was a baby, when she was a kitten, her eyes were lighter. Was it lighter or darker? I can't remember. I think it was darker. So that's the reason why we named her, because I like Marvel movies, and thanks to well, her eyes are lighter right now. My daughter just brought her. Let me see if I can show you her paw if she behaves. Look at her colors. Bring her down here. Wait. I don't want her paw in the acrylic. You see her colors? She has gray, and then she has like a yellow. I mean, you don't want to show your nails, baby? No? Okay, no, she's uncomfortable. Okay, but that's her. That's my baby. Uh, I mean, I try showing her, but the distance from the camera to where my hand is kind of like very close. I can't shove her down, here to show her. I do. If you follow me on Instagram, I have my post of her. She's my baby. My she's my sweetheart. Okay. Did I miss any other? Oh, shout out to Ellie. Thank you so much for commenting. Grand Bay Nails. Thank you so much for commenting. Who else? Miss, um, oh my God, I'm probably going to pronounce your name wrong. Miss Kishis. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. You know who you are. Thank you for commenting. Uh, I right. They should find themselves some happiness in their life. See, this is why I like to do nails. Because nails is my happy place. So that's why, I those are people that are bitter, and they just think that everyone is the same person per se. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But then again, they have my opinions of me, so I'm allowed to have opinions on them. Okay, so for the middle finger, I had said that I was gonna do a ombre with the glitter. So the way I like to do my ombres is I like to brush the glitter upwards, and you're gonna see that really soon. Oh, just another clarification. Not that I have to, but I want to because I like to shut people up. I'm not a nail technician. I'm a pharmacy technician. So, bye, bitch. And yes, I have worked in a pharmacy with nails this long. No, they do not interfere with my work. Yes, my boss absolutely knows about my nails. In fact, he encouraged me to do my YouTube channel, which at some point I thought he was trying to get rid of me. But that's just my opinion. But that was back when I thought I was going to get famous. I haven't been discovered yet, so it's okay. I love my job, and I would like to think that people at my job love me as well. I have a lot of clients that just go to the pharmacy to see what I'm wearing, and if they don't go to see what I'm wearing, when they go to get their meds, they see my nails, I always get compliments. Like lately, I've really been enjoying wearing my nails to go to work because I always get compliments. Now I'm doing this new thing where every time I get a compliment, I go to my manager and I'd be like, "Ha, I got another compliment." I guess I like compliments. But who doesn't, really? And compliments from everybody, by the way. It's not just. Thank you. I know. Actually, I used to. People think that these are really, really long, but in reality, they're. I mean, I guess for some people they are long, but I used to do them this long. No lie, I used to do 4XL nails. Um, let me. How can I show you? Hold on. I mean, it's been a while since I've done a 4XL now, but just to prove it to you guys, I'm going to show you something. These are all nails that I've done and I put them like in a canvas. These are 4XL nails. Look at the difference in size. Do you see the difference? I used to do these type of nails and a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, those nails are so long." No, babe. The nails that I used to do are so long. Like these are nothing, okay? Just saying. Just for educational purposes only. All right, so let me blend my eat it. Yeah, I'm going to blend my glitter the way I told you guys. I love doing YouTube videos. Not videos. Sorry, I hate YouTube videos. I like going live on YouTube, and I like to show people, that if I can do it, so can you. Especially because, like I said, I'm not a nail technician. I'm just an enthusiast. So the story behind my nails is actually a lot of people might. I've told this story many times on my channel. Um, a lot of people can relate. So because I'm a pharmacy technician, I was never the person to always have nails because again, um, you know, I work, and not because I work, but because I couldn't afford them. And nails have always been sort of expensive. Aside from the fact that when COVID hit, I mean, occasionally I did have nails on. Um, so when COVID hit, I was what they called an essential worker. And working in a pharmacy, a lot of people do not give a shit how they go into a pharmacy to pick up their medication. So I'm literally working in an environment with sick people who do not care to wear a mask when they go pick up their meds. So I developed a really bad anxiety. I developed really bad anxiety problems. And due to that anxiety, um, you know, I picked up this habit. I picked it up as a hobby, not to really do nails for other people, because some people think they know what they want on their nails, but in reality they don't. And I've always been, extra since I learned to do my nails, because when I used to get my nails, I could only afford, your regular short gel polish type of nail. And obviously, because that's all I could afford, that's what I would get all the time. But now that I'm able to do my own nails, I do whatever the hell I want. And now nail products are so easy to get. And if you can't buy like collections from companies, you can make your own acrylics. I do that on my channel all the time. And I'm not just talking about like I'm not just talking acrylic wise. Like I'm also talking about like the things to decorate the nails. You're gonna see later, if you stick here, like if you stay here, you're gonna see all the things that I use to decorate my nails. And you can get all those things on Amazon. So, that's it's just one of those things that, I find it funny. I miss a lot of the comments because, let's face it, if I'm working on a nail, I have to focus on what I'm doing. And a lot of the times I miss a lot of the things that are being said. But I find it funny that I actually caught that comment. Another EBT. Government assisted. Housing assistant. No, bitch, I pay for my own rent. It's high as hell, too. Would you care to donate so I can pay my friend? People are stupid. I swear. Oh, thank you, baby. Oh, my daughter's bringing me juice because she saw I didn't have any juice. I actually today had water. I was trying to be healthy, but here she comes with the sugary drink. I swear, some people just like to hear themselves talk. I've also had these, and this is why I always say, keep it respectful in the comments. I get some of the sometimes weirdest people here. And I find it funny. People think that I'm gonna get offended. No, because, why would I get offended? Like that's putting too much energy or giving people too much power over my how I feel. Nope. But anyways, so I picked up this habit of like hobby of doing nails, and that's how my nail journey started. I got lied to by polygel companies, making me believe that, you just put the polygel on the on the dual form, and you just put it on your plaster it on your nail, and you just cure it, and you take it off and your nail is done and ready, which is BS. Absolute lies. But then again, I'm saying that because that's how I started with polygel. So I'm allowed to say that. Look, sugar, I'm doing some like what is the swirly type of designs that you like to do, but with glitter. Hey, does that look pretty? You think that looks pretty? Hi, Sandra. Hi, baby. How are you? Oh, I love the art. Listen, this PP person is. I always this person always makes me laugh. I love this person. Listen, I am a what I like to consider to be a decent human being, very respectful. And, once people cross that boundary, which brings me to the point that I was trying to make earlier, like when I was saying that I've had like sometimes the weirdest people, I've had people that come in the chat on my channel saying like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is that?" I remember one day, and Sugar is here, and she could tell you because she was like, obviously, she's always on my lives. And again, I miss a lot of the comments, and but that one I saw, I happened to see that comment, and I was like, "Bro, you better come the fuck down." The person was like, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't play those games. Like, this is this is my house, my home, my channel. And when do you go in like that? Do you walk in like that to other people's houses? Like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing? No, you go and I assume people are respectful to other people's homes. So why would you think you have the right to come all over here and say whatever the hell you want to say? You go ghetto, I go ghetto. Ghetto 2.0. Again, I'm a very nice, respectful person, but you gotta give respect in order to get it. That's just what I think. So now we had the butt cleaning question. Does anybody have questions related to the actual set? Because I had like the how do I wipe question. I have the unrealistic hateful comment of I'm on government assistant. I should be. Hell, I pay freaking taxes. Does anybody else have questions regarding the nail set? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be anything. I want people to treat me with, with respect. And some people act crazy, and I see this because, again, hello. I told you guys I work in a pharmacy. I gotta add more acrylic to this one. Sometimes people act crazy until you slap the fuck out of them and you slap the crazy out of their stupid face. You know? So I'm very protective of my channel, just like my besties are. That's why I have moderators in case I don't see a hateful comment and it just pops up. They will take care of that person. Is it too much to ask for respect? Am I asking for too much? No. And the reason I like to talk about respect so much, it's because not even for me. You don't know some, because sometimes people in the comments for some weird reason get into like some sort of disagreement of, oh, well, you said this or you said that, what the hell do you mean by this, or whatever. That's just an example, right? You don't know what that person that you're being mean to is going through. Which brings me to my next point, something else that I like to talk about on my channel. I like to talk about mental health. Why? Oh, I just hit my nail and I completely ruined the acrylic. I hit my nail with the phone. That's how close I have you guys. Oh, good thing I was able to save that. Okay. What was I saying? I like to talk about mental health because, like I told you guys from the beginning, I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from a lot of things actually. Um, but I like to talk about these things because sometimes I'm sure that there's people out there that sometimes would like to see or feel, not in a bad way, but like to see that, not like, but feel relief over the fact that somebody else is going through the same thing and it's not just them. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever have you guys ever had that feeling? Let's say you're going through a really rough patch and you're going through like X, Y, and Z, for example, and then you see, let's say I start talking about maybe I'm going through the same thing, and the person sort of feels like, okay, I'm not the only one going through this. This person can understand. I've had people, when I'm talking about my experiences, my conditions or whatever, I've literally had people in the comments share their own experiences, not because I've asked them to, but because, again, it is that feeling of, okay, this person can understand because she's going through the same thing. And that's a perfectly human emotion, to feel understood and to feel, like, listen, you're not going crazy. Those things happen because I'm going through them. You know what I'm saying? I actually love those moments when I'm talking, for example, I if I say that I'm going through like a moment of depression, for example. I've done that many times on my channel. I'm actually going through that right now. Um, and one of the things that I like to do is, do my nails because it distracts me. I like the art. It pushes me to do different things. Um, it takes me out of my comfort zone sometimes. Like, oh my God, I let's say I messed up on the application, so now I got to figure out how I'm going to bring this nail from a pregnant nail to a slim nail because it's going to look weird and crazy. You know what I mean? I talk about a lot of things on my channel because I'm a real person. I'm not famous by any means. Anybody can have a freaking YouTube channel. And just because we have YouTube channels does not say that we don't go through the same struggles that other people do. Like, can I just ask why other people think that our life is perfect? Or why do some people think that because we do YouTube videos or YouTube lives and we have certain amount of nail products, oh, can you send me I've had those comments too. Can you send me a package Do you know that I had to work overtime to get these three items? No, right? Okay, so why do you think that I'm not bathing in gold here? I'm struggling as much as you do, as much as you are, you know? In fact, that is the very reason why I like to do those, hey, let's make your own acrylic type of live videos because I'm struggling too, you know? I remember when I first got my 1,000 subscribers, my first 1,000 subscribers, and I had mentioned that I was going to do a giveaway. It took me over a year to get my first 1,000 subscribers, which for the most part, a lot of people, it just takes a few months. It took me years. So, what does that say? It says that, I've been saving for a couple years the products that I'm going to give away. Because if I find a good sale on Temu, or well, actually I hate Temu, but if I find a sale on AliExpress, which I have a love and hate relationship with, but you get the point, or Amazon or whatever, I'm gonna buy it, and then maybe I can put that item, in the pile of giveaway stuff. And this person was DMing me because one of the requirements, obviously, for me is that you have to follow me on Instagram. Not because I'm trying to build, you know, more um, followers, but because that's how I'm going to be communicating with the person. And this person was harassing me, okay? Like, can you send me a box for me of nail items? She was from, I don't know, she wasn't in the United States for sure. I cannot remember the country she was from, but this girl was DMing me on a daily basis. I'm not even joking. And it got so frustrating. I had to block this person because I'm like, um, no, I don't have, first of all, I don't even have that many items. I'm not like your typical nail content creator that has 50,000 polishes and 150 nail companies acrylics. No. If I'm not going to use it, I'm going to give it away, because if I leave it in my shelf collecting dust, it's just going to go bad. And I much rather give it to somebody who's going to use it. So, yeah, you might get items, or, like products that have been lightly used or sometimes new, because I don't use it and I would much rather give it to somebody who can use it. Do I have a mess in my nail area? Absolutely. I think all of nail content creators do. But yeah, I don't have like, I every gel polish that I currently have, I've purchased myself. Like, I this double rhythm that I just used, I purchased several collections, and I had to work overtime in order to be able to afford some of those gel polishes. They're really good in my opinion. I like them, but I've never worked with the company per se. Like, it's not like they're paying me with products to review their items. No, I buy them out of my own pocket. There has been many times where I see a product and I'm like, damn, I can't right now, and I gotta wait, and I see 10 different people buy the same item, and I'm like, oof, okay, I'm happy for them, but I just wish I could, but I can't. And I'm okay with it. Okay, so I've encapsulated all the nails. These two obviously are wet, so I'm going to start shaping. I don't go too harsh on the shaping just because I don't really care much for the shaping. I care more for the decoration. Let me drink some juice that my baby brought me. Oh, this brush. Oh my God. You want to know the story behind this brush? This brush is from Dashboard Beauty, which is no longer a thing. This is a number 12. It does not come blinged out. However, it looks so disgusting because I've been using this brush for like, what, 3, 4 years now? This company have reached out to me, right? This should tell you how much, like, how broke I am. And this company reached out to me and they wanted to collab with me and see if I could review this brush. I fell in love with this brush. So much so that 4 years later, I'm still using it. And I refuse to lay it to rest. I purchased a few, like, in the similar price range as that brush was from Amazon, and they are not the same. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They are very crappy. Which is a shame because, those Dashboard Beauty, and you can check them out too. Dashboard Beauty, it was a company that was selling on Amazon. The only thing I was able to find recently was that they had some cuticle oil or something like that. But they did not have brushes. And I'm like, oh my God, it is so rare to find a good Kolinsky, an affordable good Kolinsky brush. Let's just put it that way. And that company was one of them. And unfortunately, they are no longer in business, I guess. Or they're not selling brushes. A good brush that I could recommend would be the company Pana. Pana. They are also, by the way, majority of my stuff, you can buy it on like Amazon, which is a good thing. It's this company Pana, Pan as in Nancy A, is on Amazon. Their brushes are good. I had a number, I think it was a number 10 brush. I used it for like, I don't know, 3 years. Mind you, I messed up that brush the same week. And if you're wondering, how can anybody do that? I was starting, okay? I was starting with acrylics. And you make mistakes when you're starting. And I'm no different. That's why if I'm showing you how to do something, I've already done it wrong in at least 10 different ways, okay? So I don't think there's anything you can say that, say, oh, I'm doing this wrong because I'm doing it this way. Babe, trust me, I've done it that way too. So it takes absolutely nothing to encourage people. Unless you're in it for the money. I'm not in here for the money. There's actually no money at this moment. That is why I still have to work overtime if I want to buy anything. Yes, I actually, one of the first companies that I tried acrylic wise was Melody Susie and Young Nails. Until this day, I still use Young Nails monomer. That's my preferred monomer because that Mia Secret monomer was killing me. The smell is horrible. I'll get the cuticle area with my nail drill. Who else is in here? Shout out to, I think it's time for me to do some shout outs. Shout out to Barry White. Shout out to Sugar the Clips. Shout out to Deidre D. Shout out to, oh my God, I'm going to say your name wrong. Mm, oh my God. I'm just going to say the first 5 letters maybe. Misa. Mesa. Okay, you know who you are. Grand Bay Nails, shout out to you. Jess Duck 87, shout out to you. Wanna Be Natural, shout out to you. Sugar the Clips, shout out to you, my darling. Ashley Suarez, hola, buenas tardes. Oh, I also speak Spanish. I've also had some Spanish speaking people, you know, being trolls here, and I shut them the hell up in Spanish too. Um, who else is in here? Ellie. How do I make my own? Oh, sorry, I missed that comment. But again, I was applying acrylic. Ellie, I guess it's Dohini. Ask, how do I make my own acrylic? You just get your preferred clear acrylic of your choice. And, Flo Patricia, hi. What you do if you want to create your own acrylic is you buy your preferred acrylic, something that is, you know, in your budget. For example, this is an acrylic that I buy from Amazon, this company. This is a company that I use to mix all of my acrylics, whether it's glitter, whether it's pigments, because the acrylic that I'm going to use to do my 3D flowers, if you guys want to see 3D flowers, I made those myself as well. So, yeah. I made mistakes when I started making my own pigments and my own acrylics. Because again, it's a learning curve to everything. It's a learning journey for everything. I'm not saying I'm the best at making acrylics, but I'm very proud over the fact that I can make my own acrylic. And it's money saving. It's an investment at first, but and I have several lives here on YouTube, obviously, where I'm showing people. If you go on my playlist, or you scroll to where it says live, because I no longer do videos like that. I literally have lives where the best thing that you can watch is a live video, because everything is happening right then and there in your face. And if there's any mistakes, you can see it, you can learn from it, and you can correct it. And I've made those mistakes. Last time when I was making this acrylic in particular, the glitter, I was telling people how to mix their glitters, what kind of glitters to use. I did an entire glitter collection with a bunch of colors on one live stream. I shared the company of glitters that I use, because not all glitters go well with, you know, the monomer. I gave some very good tea, okay? I serve good tea on this channel. Just so you know. I don't gatekeep shit. Because, I have this thing that if you're winning, I feel like I'm winning too, you know. If I'm saving money, why would I make you spend money we don't have, you know? So, that's just my opinion. Do I like black acrylic? Um, oh, you like my acrylic? Oh, thank you. I didn't know you tried it. I'm glad you did. Um, so black acrylic. So when you say black acrylic, because I've had several experiences with different black acrylics from different companies. I mean, at my very beginning of my journey here on YouTube, um, I was part of this group chat, and everybody was into nails and stuff. Some of them had YouTube channels. Some of them, we encouraged them to do YouTube, and it was really it was fun. And at the time, if one of us will buy something and it was affordable, we would jump on the chat and be like, hey, such and such company is on Instagram and they're having a sale and it's this much, and it's either acrylics or bling, and everybody was there. I'm telling you, I was working more overtime on those days than ever, because I wanted to be in the trend of, buying from everyone. So there was this company, and again, I was at the time working with just polygel. I wasn't very good at all with acrylic. So, I'm taking my nail friends, per se, expertise, experience. And, there was one of them that it was an ambassador with that company. And, she would always say how great the acrylic was. And I spent so much money because that company, or that girl that used to, I don't even know if she still sells acrylic, on Instagram, she would do, what are those called? What are those called, Sugar, when they do a live stream on, um, oh, you got your nails done? It's acrylic? Cool. I hope you like them. Um, what are those called? Oh my God. I have a brain fart right now. They just go live stream and they just sell out of like a bucket, and they just have these bags of acrylic, and they will pick it up with like a something to pick up uh, the the vials, the oh my God, I'm having a brain fart for sure. Anyways, point being, oh, thank you for the gift. Point being is, I spent a lot of money. Mind you, I did not work with acrylic yet. And I spent so much money because this person would go live, this girl would go live every weekend. And every weekend she had a sale of like, I don't know, whatever. Um, oh, the scoops. Okay, yeah. Thank you, bestie, Sugar. Scoops. So they would have like scoop sales, and I was there almost every weekend, and I would spend $60, $80 for acrylic scoops. And again, I was going by the impression or the expertise of somebody else. Let me just, do a disclaimer. What works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me. However, this person who, had a bigger YouTube channel and was into acrylics, and she went to school for it. So I was like, okay, she went to school. She know what she's talking about. I'll just buy the acrylic now, as an investment. I'll spend on the acrylic now, and then when I'm ready, I'll start working with acrylic. That acrylic was shit, okay? SHIT. And I spent so much money on that company. It is ridiculous. And the reason I'm saying and I'm sharing this is because they had a black acrylic. Aside from the fact that I could not pick up a good bead to save my life, I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm learning. Okay, maybe I'm using a crappy, brush. Okay, this, okay, that. I still hold on to those acrylics until I was somewhat good at acrylic. They still were shit. I was like, and the only reason I'm assuming this other person was like, yeah, you should get them, is because she was an ambassador. So she would get a percentage of, and that's just my opinion. And I stick to my opinion. I don't care if anybody feels differently. That's just how I feel because that was my experience. And it's like, wow. Oh, be careful driving, girl. I hope that wherever you are, my darling, you're having fun with your family. If you ever feel like you want to adopt, let me know. And oh my God, I broke a nail. I broke a freaking nail. Anyways, if you ever feel the need to adopt a child, I will put myself up for adoption, Sandra, and you can adopt me. I'll go move in with you, and then we can do nails together. I love Sandra. Sandra's another YouTube content creator. She's another one of my moderators, and she also has a YouTube channel. She is the stamping queen for sure. Like she's the bomb.com when it comes to nail stamping. If you want to see some really cool nail stamping, go to her channel. If you like anything rainbow, doesn't matter the time of year, and not because of a particular reason. It's just because, I mean, I like all the colors as well. I like to do rainbow sets all the time, all year round. Then you should go visit Sugar the Clips channel. She loves to do rainbow sets and rainbow nails. I've done plenty of collaborations with her doing rainbow sets. I love doing rainbow sets myself. And no, it has nothing to do with sexuality. It has nothing to do with anything. We just like the freaking rainbow. The rainbow was a rainbow before anybody claimed it. If you like gothic sets or nail art in particular, like the kind of art that I cannot do, like painting a character on the nails, the girl for you is Conjure Up Nails. She's also my moderator. This woman is very freaking talented. I choose my moderators for several reasons. First of all, my moderators, I've known them for years, so I trust them. I know that I don't have to be looking at what they're typing. I don't have to be looking at their interactions with people because I know them and I know how they're going to handle the situation. I'm pretty sure they'll handle the situation better than I could, if I'm being completely honest. And if such moderator has a YouTube channel and I'm subscribed to that channel, is because I love their niche. I love their their art, because we all do nails, but everyone has their strength. Everyone brings something different to the table. And that's why I was saying Conjure Up Nails is a freaking beast when it comes to character art. Definitely go and check out her channel. I like to refer to her as my dark fairy because she's always doing gothic sets, and I love that about her. She does the best freaking Halloween videos the entire month of October. Like, all the nail girlies are up on her channel. Every October we have a freaking party, and we don't even live close, okay? Sandra is the freaking bomb when it comes to nail stamping. She's absolutely amazing. She's a very trusted and honest reviewer, which is very important for me because of the experience that I just shared. Um, Sugar the Clips, she's my bestie. She's the nail sister I didn't know I had. Our friendship has been going for years now. Not that the other ones are not my besties, they're my besties too, but this one is my bestie bestie. And we might not talk every day. At some point we were talking like every day. But even if we don't talk every day, there's nothing that, we don't talk about. And we're always helping each other. So she is your rainbow queen. She's getting really freaking good with nail art. And I'm not talking about the type of nail art that Christine does. I'm not talking about character nail art. I'm talking about just like other type of nail art, like design per se, or lines and stuff like that. She's a beast, okay? Like that last rainbow line set that you did, that's my favorite set of yours so far. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've said that about a lot of your sets, but I'm just saying. Like, I love that set. It's freaking bomb. So, and to be quite honest, why am I recommending their channels? Because, sometimes you want to watch something different. So I'm giving you options. Whenever any one of you, my viewers, subscribe to their channel, even if they surpass my count of subscribers, which that's what happened with Sugar the Clips, I don't fucking care. I actually love it. I celebrate with them because their win is my win. I feel like if they're winning, I'm winning too. I don't feel any type of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy in this industry. There's a lot of, hidden hate in this fake friendship type of ordeal. And I learned that over the years as well. That was kind of a harsh truth I had to, you know, make peace with. But, not everybody has the same experience. You might find your actual people. My people is a very small circle of people, but they're the type of people that I can just trust them with my eyes closed. And I mean that when I say that. Sorry, I'm not reading your comments at the moment because I'm trying not to rip my cuticles. Give me 1 second and I'll read some of your comments and give some shout outs. But thank you for watching. Okay, so now that I shaped the nails, you guys, like I was saying in the beginning of the live, I need your help when it comes to everything. Now, we already did the nails. That part is done. Now I need your help when it comes to decorating the nails. Let me get a buffer. So I said that I was going to do some bling. Let me see. Sugar said at least the acrylic and rhinestone bling queen. mm. Yes, I have to work tomorrow, and no, I don't have to go to bed. I am 40 years old. I don't need to. I don't need anybody to tell me to go to bed. Um, Working on right now. Ellie, is how it's pronounced. Oh, Doheny. Okay, is that? Did I say it right? Kiani, is that how you say it? Thank you for. Thank you so much for correcting me. Letta, shout out to you. Thank you so much for commenting. Jess, what's up, honey? What's with the sad face? Did I miss something? Dragonflower, thank you so much for the gift. Appreciate that, honey. Ratchet Reality, I love them so much. Thank you so much for your comment. I'm glad you love your nails. Make a flower out of pearls. Have I done that before? I don't think I have. Out of pearls. I think that would be pretty basic. Hey, what's up? Hey, Faith, how are you? Um, just starting out, but I'm right-handed. So hard. How you? How do you do it? I my non-dominant hand. That's why I don't do long sets on my non-dominant hand with acrylic because I can only do this so far. And yeah. Hello. Channel B. Hello, hello. Okay, now I'm confused. Uh, and you can add other stuff and like change the color of the pearls surrounding it with gems. Hmm. I've heard about the rhinestone flowers. They're rhinestone flowers. Maybe I'm living under a rock or maybe I'm working too much, but I don't. Have I heard of the rhinestone flowers? Chanel B. Is that how you say your name? Right. Okay. Oh, it's a recent trend. I work too much. I have that before. See, I live under a rock. I can't remember. I have very bad memory, you guys. But it's not that it's an excuse, but I have a reason for it. It's because of the medications I take. I suffer from chronic pain. And even though I suffer from chronic pain, I still take my booty to work. It sucks, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? I know I don't do Gel X. I like Gel X to me is how do I feel about Gel X? I feel about Gel X the same way I felt about the Lazy Girl method, which I wasn't a fan of, only because it is exactly what it says, lazy. And I don't mean lazy in a bad sense, but it doesn't teach you to properly um build the nail the proper way for the length and the height of the acrylic per se for more retention and prevent breakage. So I'd rather take the difficult way. Those easy things to do, we can do it on a daily basis. I mean, I understand if people like it because they don't know how to do the acrylic thing. Go for it if that's your thing. If that's the best way you can do it, go for it. Me personally, I already do my nails. So I don't feel the need to, and this is acrylic. And you can tell because I just broke a nail. But I don't feel the need to do gel X because I already know how to use. I literally force myself to do it in a world where at that point a lot of people were doing the lazy girl method. I was never a fan of that method. I've known people that really liked it, but I never liked it. It's just like people that don't like acrylic. I understand if they don't like acrylic. I get it. Thank you, Barry. Okay. Now I'm taking the dust away. I'm gonna drink a little bit of juice real quick. Let me clean my drill and remove this from my desk. Okay. I'm gonna clean my nails so that you can see what they're going to look like. So I'm very curious to see how that gel nail is gonna look. So this is the glitter. This is what's gonna look like with the top coat. See how pretty that glitter is? Yes, I am proud because I made it. Now this is the gel nail. Okay, looks pretty. Yes, I do. A lot of people at work started asking me why don't I do this hand, and I explained that I used to work, like I said before, with polygel. That's my first baby. That was my first love. And I decided to stop working with polygel because I actually fell in love with working with acrylic. And acrylic has become a challenge now with my non-dominant hand. But I don't feel confident yet. I mean, I can do this, but I don't feel confident to do a set like this on this hand. I used to do this hand polygel only, or hard gel, mostly polygel because it's kind of faster to build than hard gel. So I didn't just jump into the acrylic wagon. I graduated from polygel. I started doing hard gel. I still remember to this day my very first hard gel set. It was horrible. And it was during a video, okay? And I still posted it because content is content, okay? It does not matter. And yeah. Okay, let's talk bling. What color should I do with bling? I have everything under the rainbow. And literally a rainbow box. What do you guys think about the light pink ones? Uh Wait, I'm missing something. Do the way to lay does on your other hand. Oh yeah, I was actually. You know what? It's very funny. You see, this is how my bestie and I are connected, like to another level. Because actually, I was thinking of doing that. I watched her video and I was like, This looks tempting. um, let me see what else I missed. What else I missed? You should see if acrylic lasts longer than hard gel or poly gel. Well, to be quite honest, I never had a breakage like this with, but then again, this part right here is very thin with polygel. Um, and I never did I have a breakage? I actually did have a break. Was that hard gel? I think it was. I did have a breakage with hard gel, but it wasn't like a very soft breakage. It's I was playing bowling. Oh my god. And when I grabbed the ball, my nails were a little bit longer than this one. They were like long up to here. And when I threw the ball, oh my god, the ball took half of my nail. Good thing that I have product. It hurt like a MF, but I survived. Okay, somebody said silver, white, marble. Who's ever? Okay. Ellie was like, white or silver will be so nice. That's how I'm reading it in my head. Hmm. You know what? I haven't done AB in a long time. Yes, AB pink color. What AB pink. AB pink. Let me see. I know these are the ABs. You mean these ones? Or these ones? One for pink, two for AB. Because I did clear last week. So let's change it up, people. I mean, AB, since AB will look pretty cool because AB has kind of like that different color. Right now with the light, it looks pink and it looks, kind of purplish. So this glitter has pink and blue and purplish. So, you know what? I'm gonna do AB. I do AB. And I did, what the hell did I use last week? Okay, hold on. Yes, last week was the goth set, so I used silver. But I also already have a pink and gold. So I think I will do the AB and silver. Let me get the bling gel. You guys want spikes or no? Or you don't care for spikes? Spikes is this. Yes or no to the spikes? No? No spikes? No, just a regular traditional. Okay, I have caviar beads here. Mm, let me look at charms. I should use more of my um charms. Ooh, look at these pretty butterflies. I forgot I had these in silver. What do you guys think? A pink flower sculpted. A flower. Yes, I'll definitely do a flower. Yes, to the butterfly. In the middle nail. Yes, to the butterfly. This one is also very pretty. Obviously, I'll put those on different nails. Now, regarding the flower, um, just so that we are on the same page, let me see what other silver stuff I have. Ooh, bestie! Look, remember these butterflies? Wait, remember these butterflies? I have to use this butterfly. Okay. I'm gonna leave that really big one for the thumb. Okay. So, I have so many charms. What else? You know what? Let's just. Again, I have so much crap. It's not even funny. Let's just. But I don't have too much silver stuff. So, just so that we're clear on that. Let me let me put top coat on all of them. And then, and then we decide. Start thinking like, wait, what did you okay, let me just remind everybody that I'm very forgetful. So we have to go like nail by nail, or if anybody gives an extra opinion, sugar, please write it down or remind me later because I'm gonna forget. Let me get through this application first. For top coat, I'm using Zulay's top coat. I'll show it to you when I'm done. This top coat is the freaking bomb. It's really, really good. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and it leaves the nail so shiny, so pretty. And no, I am not affiliated with Soleil. Whatever I buy from her, I buy it with my own money. Which I'm very sad because I couldn't afford this month her sorry, you guys can't even see the top coat because the bling box is in the way. But I have so much crap on my desk, I don't even know where to put the bling box. Okay, there we go. I couldn't afford this month her mystery box. I'm very sad about that because the colors look really, really bomb. Like they were really bright. I like really bright colors. But, you know, I'm not crying about it because I can always make my own colors. So I've done it before. I do it all the time actually. So it's okay. It's okay. There'll be other months. I was thinking of incorporating my collection of the glitters that I did, which is this one, and the collection of glitters that I bought from her. I don't know how, but I was thinking of kind of like incorporating both of those. This glitter is so pretty. And yes, for the 100th time, I made it myself. I'm like Dory. There's this scene where Dory's like, I don't get tired of telling you over and over again. And she's talking about the address, P. Sherman 42 Wallet Bay. What, what something Sydney. That's me with the glitter. I don't get tired of telling you. I made it myself. Think of me as Dory, by the way. Like I am that forgetful. I could be saying something now and then I'm gonna forget. That's why I don't plan the sets anymore. I just do kind of like freestyles because you have no idea how many times have I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do this for this nail and this for the other," and then I end up changing it at the end because I forgot what the hell I was gonna do. Mini butterflies. Those are gold, baby, and I'm using um silver. Remember? Thank you, Cynthia. Shout out to you, sweetie. She did it again. This is how I'm reading it. This is Ellie's comment. Ellie is like, mini butterflies will be so nice. This is how I read it in my head. Maybe that's how she meant it. Let me see who else. I'm sorry, what I missed. Mini butterflies. I don't have. Do I have? Wait. Hold up. Let me go back. I had some mini butterflies, but they were gold, not. not silver. And we're doing silver. Hold on. How many mini butterfly? Mini butterfly. Damn! Mini butterfly. See, this is how consistent you have to be. My bestie gets me. Wait. You do say it like that? I told you. I thought you bought the silver. They have silver ones? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, you mean like the round ones that we bought? Are we talking about the same butterflies? Hold up. I'm about to go to Amazon, bro. Are you talking about these ones in silver? You're freaking kidding me. Send me that link ASAP. Are you freaking kidding me? Silver this whole time and I only saw the freaking gold ones? I mean, I'm a gold girl, but anywho, so this is with top coat, you know, some people will be like, "Okay, we're done." No. I'm extra, okay? I am extra. So, we said we're going to use ABs. So, what do you guys want me to do first? Do you want me to do the 3D flower first? Or do you want the bling application first? Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. Should I do the flower first or should I do the rhinestone? I might get too excited with bling. Maybe I should do the 3D flower first. Because that happened to me for one set. I got so excited with the bling. I love bling placement. Like bling placement is one of those things where it kind of like takes other level. It takes me to this other level of peace. Okay, so I have several questions for you besties. So I need you guys to answer me. Right now I'm getting ready for I'm getting the mix of monomer and acetone ready. I'm not going to add too much acetone because it's summertime and even though I have the AC on, acrylic tends to set pretty fast. Now I have two different pinks that I made myself. I have this very light pink and I have this brighter pink. I think I don't know. What do you guys want to see? I'm not even going to tell you what I think. Yes, making potions. The bright pink, right? Okay, so the next question is what type of flower do you want me to do? Do you want to see the, how can I show you? Let me see if I have them here. Um, okay, do you want to see this type of flower? We'll name this one number 1. Do you want this type of flower? We'll put this one as number 2. Um, do you want the rose? This will be number 3. Or do you want the long tiered one, 4? So 1, 2. What the hell was the third one? Oh, 3 or 4. 2, the round one, this one. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bestie, stop cheating. I'll use both pinks. Okay. Wait. Okay, so I can do flower number 2, and then um I'll do on the pinky, I'll do number 4, which is this one. I have my strengths and my weaknesses. So my weakness is actually I'm not very good at blending the colors, but I can try. Okay, so first of all, let me get a rhinestone in the middle. Um, Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. So I have a place to put the rhinestones and it's not right in your face to from prevent you from looking at what I'm gonna do. I can try to mix them both, like ombre both. Wait, which finger? Okay, see, this is what I forget. The middle finger you said? Which the middle? Okay. I mean, I can use both colors and do like different flowers. Like I can do the bright pink here and the lighter pink here and here, right? Maybe. I don't know. That's just a suggestion. I'm just going to give it a fast flush cure. Number 2, flower number 2 is one of the easiest flowers for me. Um, it's that type of flower is sort of like the epicenter of every other flower because every other flower, for the most part, starts that way, especially the tear looking type of flower. Okay, I'm going to use, this is the brush that I use. This is a Pana brush from Amazon. It doesn't say Pana. Well, you can kind of see it there. See, Pana. This brush is a 3D brush. It's a number 4 and it's $10 on Amazon. And it's my favorite brush to do flowers. Okay. Are you guys ready? Can you see okay? I'm going to pick up the bead. I'm going to place that bead down. I'm going to pat it a little bit to kind of release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush. And that bead has to look round but not flat. It has some sort of like body stick still. And then I'm going to go in and press right in the middle, 45-degree angle. Very lightly, very light pressure. Then I'm going to grab more monomer, pick up the bead. I'm going to place that bead right here next to the first one. Because of gravity, I like to twist my finger this way, but it also kind of gives you a view of like the body of the bead. You just wait a few seconds and then you can go in at a 45-degree angle and place a little plate put a little bit of pressure. My tongue there kind of again. I'm going to grab the bead. I'm going to release the bead right here. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can either count or you can just wait until the bead starts to look a little bit matted. And then you're going to put a little bit of pressure on that bead towards the rhinestone. And the reason you should wait a little bit and the reason why people add acetone is because if you put pressure on the bead and it's too wet, too shiny still, that bead is from spread it's going to come back together. So whatever pressure you just, it's like you did nothing. So I'm going to show you now. I'm going to do the other 3 on this side. I'm going to start with the middle bead. And place that bead right here in the middle. And I'm going to start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The perfect timing is just whenever the bead starts to look a little matte. It doesn't look as shiny as it once did when you first placed it. And then you're going to go at a 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone and you just put a little bit of pressure. And now you have the spot for the other 2 beads. That's why I like to start with the middle bead, because it gives me a little bit better idea of a more, to make it look a little bit more like symmetrical. I don't even know if that's the word, huh? I place the bead. I'm gonna wait a few seconds. And of course, the mix of the bead, the mix of the monomer and the acetone depends on the acrylic and the monomer itself and the temperature of the room and the acrylic. Because if you have a fast setting acrylic, you don't need to add acetone because the bead is already going to set pretty fast. If the monomer is a fast setting monomer, you might not need acetone because again, it's a fast setting acrylic. But I use sorry, I wasn't even on angle. uh White sculpt. Wait, I gotta read this in a second. Hold on. If I start reading that, this bit is gonna dry. Let me just make this again 45-degree angle. Okay, it looks a little bit retarded, the flower, but you know, it's a flower. So it says, can you do white sculpting gel on the pinky? I don't have the sculpting gel anymore. That's how I started doing my 3D flowers. That is the best way to start. If you want to start doing 3D flowers, buy yourself some sculpted gel. I don't really have much gel anything, to be honest. Actually, oh, but the one I have is clear and I'm not about to do all that work. Um, I'm trying to make it easier, not more complicated. Um, how did I get into nails? A really bad COVID depression. That's how I got into nails. I got really, not depression, anxiety. Sorry, my mistake. Um, like I was telling the story earlier because I'm a pharmacy technician. So I was considered to be what they called at that time in 2020 an essential worker, which essential workers didn't get shit except the opportunity to work because not even a thank you. Um, but yeah, I work with patients who are sick, obviously, because that's what a pharmacy does, and a lot of people do not care to expose anybody else when they're sick. I had a lot of people that would not wear a mask or wear the mask not in a proper way, and I developed a lot of anxiety. So I kind of, with my time that I had at home, I was always overthinking, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? This and this and that. So I was scrolling one day through Instagram and I saw this video of polygel, which I was making a joke earlier. I was telling everybody that they lied to me. That's how they got me because, they portrayed this um, polygel that you just put it on the nice dual form and you just put it on the nail, cure it, and then you pop it off and you have a beautiful nail, which is bull crap. And that's how I was pulled into the nail industry. It became very challenging for me. Now, this second flower. Do you want me to do a different flower, like the tier? What the hell did I do with the flowers? I know I'm gonna do a different flower. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my bestie's favorite flower. That way, I'll get the opportunity to show you how I do both. So I'm gonna start with the center flower first. Now, when it comes to acrylic, if you put too much monomer, which is what I just did, the monomer, obviously, depending on the um, how you have the nail, that's where it's gonna gravitate towards. Like if the bead is here, the acrylic is gonna run this way. Let me hurry up and do this flower before I mess it up. And if I put it here, because it's like at an angle, it's gonna drip sideways. So it's if it's not directly like in the center, it's gonna run anywhere else or everywhere else. So I'm gonna poke it a little bit to release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush. And then for this flower in particular, I don't have to wait the full 6 seconds. I can just go in, spread it very wide, Put a little bit more pressure to make it wider, of course, and then I'm going to do this long line in the middle. I'm going to press to the sides to make it even wider, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to join those two tips. And then I'm going to do another bead right here, but the bead right here, because it's going to look awkward if I do it this way, I'm just going to curve, make a curve like this toward, like, upwards. You're going to see. Let me see if you can see me. Okay. Okay, again, I'm not gonna wait the full 6 seconds. I'm just gonna go in, flatten the bead, 45-degree angle, more pressure, and then I'm gonna do this motion right here and then go up. And then I'm going to open this wider and then close this and remove the excess. It still looks a little bit awkward, but it still looks pretty. A full flower of the flower my bestie likes, like this one, you mean? Like a flower like this, but with this type of petal? Oh my god, I'm getting cramp. uh I mean, I think I could. Okay, I'm gonna wait. This one had a little bit too much monomer. You can add monomer to the bead, and you can also remove monomer from the bead. To add monomer, you can either poke the bead with the remaining monomer that's in the brush, or you can grab more monomer and then poke the bead. And then to remove monomer, you would have to um, dry your brush after you place the bead, and then poke the bead again, but with the brush dry. For this one, I'm only going to do 2 petals because I don't have much space. So I removed the rest of the monomer that I had, and now I'm just going to poke the bead a little bit to remove some of the excess monomer. And then I'm going to go again down at a 45-degree angle, all the way up. Make the bead wider, and then bring those 2 tips together. Okay, just like that. What I miss? Okay, take your time. Yeah, I can do a full one. Um, okay, so let me add those two. I don't even know where. Okay, maybe here. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna put one of those butterflies up here. This is it's called sculpting gel, but it's really not. It's just gel or 3D gel, something like that. It is non-white though, so that's the good part. Okay, I can add more things to this set. I mean, to this nail. Um, okay. This is where I'm gonna have to get creative a little bit. Um, Let me add a little bit of this gel since it's non-wipe right here. And then I'm gonna use this brush to kind of move that gel towards the flowers. Okay. And I'm going to add a cuticle bar right here. All right. And then I'm going to add another rhinestone right here. And then I'm going to add some caviar beads. Surrounding this rhinestone. Something a little bit different. And then I can add one more here. I love using cuticle bars because they look so pretty. Okay. It's a cute detail, right? I'm gonna do a rose on the pointer, not pointer, on the thumb. I think I'm gonna leave these two pretty simple. Um, and then I'm gonna do more bling on this one. And then this one I have to add that big butterfly. So by simple, I mean, you know, more traditional or what so like a lot of people like to call elegant application. It's very simple to do, really. Let me just spread this gel. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So what I like to do for this particular type of application, I start with the biggest rhinestone in the middle, not the biggest, but the biggest of the bunch in the middle. And then I'm going to add two caviar beads if I can grab them. Oh dear Lord. Seriously? And then I'm gonna grab a smaller one, a smaller rhinestone, and I'm gonna place it right next to it. Then I'm gonna grab two other caviar beads. And then a smaller rhinestone. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna go 1, 2. I gotta move this a little bit so it's not in the center. And then I'm gonna go in with the next size. It's a very simple and elegant application per se. Even people that are not really into bling like this type of bling placement, if they choose to do bling. And then I'm just gonna finish it with just one. Sometimes I do three. I don't even know if I put enough gel on this side to put three. For the most part, I finish with three caviar beads at the very end. This is what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna cure. Okay, so how about I do that flower then, kind of like in a corner on the thumb, but I have to add, I'm not, I can compromise on the flower. I'm not compromising on the charm. I am not compromising on the charm. I'll let you know right now. Okay, let's do real quickly. Now, when it comes to bling and nails, people, please decorate your nails according to the size of your nail. It really depends on what you like, honestly. I'm just letting you know what can look elegant and extra, but still be elegant, or what can look actually a little too much. For example, I like bling. I like doing bling placement. However, I'm really not into those really big rocks of rhinestones that people use. I think that's too much for me. So I'm good. So the reason I'm saying that is because you saw how I did this application, right? I'm going to do the same thing, different sizes on the pinky. And I'm saying that because if I use this same size, it might look a little bit too big. And I just want it to look elegant. And, I still have other sizes to play with. And this one, I might be able to end it with three rhinestones. I mean, three caviar beads. Hoping you can see what I'm doing. So it's really all about, you know, what the person likes or what you like if you're doing your own nails. So by three caviar beads, this is what I mean. I'm going to put three caviar beads and they're going to look like a triangle, given that pointy motion that's literally the end of it. So that's how I'm going to end it. You can still choose to do, you know, and I'm doing this more simple. That's the reason I changed it. It's not that I don't want to do what I said I was going to do. It's because I don't want to take away from the look of the gel and the, you know what I mean? I don't want to do too much because I'm already doing too much with the other ones, and I haven't even done the full bling nail yet. So, yeah. And before I cure, I'm just going to make sure everything is in the center, or at least where I want it to be. Ah, don't change place. Okay. See? It's simple, it's elegant, it's just a nice, you know, something to add, I guess. I mean, again, it's if you like it. Because I know I'm extra with the nails. I'm not hiding that fact. I don't intend to. I really don't care. I like what I like, and you know. However, um, there are things that I just don't do because I'm not into it. For example, like I said, those really huge rocks. I think that's like that is too much for me. You know, those really huge rocks. Like you put one here and then stuck the other one, and then the rocks look bigger than your finger. That's too much for me. Okay, so let's do the flower on this nail. You said with two colors, right? You said white and pink. Um, so I think I've done two colors before, but I'm not really used to it. So let me just add the rhinestone. Now this is the thumb. I can very well go with the biggest rhinestone, the circle ones, with the biggest one. No problem. And it's not gonna look too much because it's the biggest nail. You know what I mean? So there's things that you do and things that you don't, or things that you shouldn't, in my opinion. Yes, drive safe, Sandra. Yes, I was gonna go live today at 1:11. But I I suffer from chronic pain, and I take my medications on a daily basis. And there's if I'm busy, I'm fine because the medications obviously make me sleepy. But if I'm not busy like today, I tend to get sleepy. And if I get sleepy, forget it, which is exactly what happened today. So I'm going to use the white and the brighter pink. This is the first time I use this white. This is by 876 Nails. Now it's going to be rebranding. I purchased this brand not too long ago, and I fell in love with this acrylic. I purchased it because since she's not going out of business, but she's rebranding. She needed to get rid of anything that said 876 Nails, and her acrylics were like $6. So who's gonna say no to $6 acrylics? Where's my brush? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, let's see how we do this. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the clear. Oh, the white is the other one. Wait. Oh, just white. My bad. My bad, girl. This is the white one. Just white. Okay. This is kind of like a milky white. I've never used it to do 3D flowers. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. So you see I put too much monomer on this bead. So now I have to go in and remove and resize the bead. Remove some of the monomer and resize the bead. So 45-degree angle in the middle towards the rhinestone, down. Then I'm going to go all the way up as far as I can take it. I'm going to make this petal a little bit wider, and then I'm going to bring these 2 points together. See? Then I'm going to place my other bead here. You can wait, count to 6, whatever you want to do. Again, towards the rhinestone, 45-degree angle, pushing down, only the tip. And then do that long line in the middle all the way up. And then I'm going to make this bead wider here and wider here. And then I'm going to bring those 2 tips together. And then I'm going to do July 4th was yesterday. Why are people still with the freaking fireworks? Are they not tired? Oh, you know what it is though? It was pouring rain here yesterday. Like thunder, lightning, and everything. Thunderstorm yesterday. So a lot of people didn't really get the chance to use their fireworks, I guess. Again, 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone. Let me move. Sorry, I wasn't in shot there. Down. Move the brush to the side. Do that long line in the middle. Make the petal a little bit wider. And then bring those 2 tips together. See? And then what I'm gonna do, it's not a full flower, but at least I showed you. Okay, bestie? I tried. And then I need to place that gorgeous big butterfly right here in the middle. In the middle. See, if I'm gonna do something big, I would use charms. This is technically to kind of make like earrings or a necklace. But because I'm not gonna do either, I'm just gonna put a rhinestone right there in the middle to kind of give that whole little bit of purpose. See? And then I'm just going to flush cure. Oh, girl, no. Now you're asking me to do too much with the flower. I know what you want. I know you want the look. I'm just trying to get done with this set. I've been here since 5:55 till 6. So 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's usually my time. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes actually. I don't want to drag it too long because I already lost half of the audience that I had before. I get it. I get it. You want to see it, but I can do that for a next video, a next live. But now I get what you want to see. Now I understand. You want the kind of like the sculpting gel look, but just with, let me add some more gel to this because I really don't want to lose this charm. And I still have to do that full bling nail, which is the ring nail. I can't wait for tomorrow because I know people are gonna be asking what am I wearing on my nails because they already saw the gothic set because that's what I did last week. I did a gothic set. Now you're gonna be able to see the full bling thing. Okay. I think that's nice and secured. Yep. Okay. Okay, so for my full bling nail, I'm gonna be using the LGM Pro um bling gel, no wipe. Literally, this is the website lgmpro.com, and that's where I buy my bling boxes as well, like the bling that I'm gonna use. And then, no, I am not affiliated with her, but ever since, oh, she specializes in hard gel. So that's, when I was in my hard gel era, that's how I heard from Lisette. Lisette, Lisette Cruz. And when she launched her first collection of gels and her bling, I was sold. Even though I don't do hard gel anymore per se, I still have some of the hard gels with me. I have, I think, 6 or 7 bling boxes from her. So yeah, her bling boxes pricing is around 50 to 70, maybe. I can't remember. I haven't visited her website in a while because I'm very tempted all the time. It's like every time I go to that website, I see like a new bling box that I want, and I can't because I'm broke. I can't bite all the time, so but whatchamacallit? Let me move this to the side because last time I made a huge mess. Do you hear it? Do you hear the fireworks? Okay. So this is the bling right here. Okay, let's freestyle this baby. Let's start with this one. Mm, in the corner. I try to do it rather quickly. Crap. So I buy her bling like all the time. Well, every time I get a chance to. Okay. This is the only problem with trying to do the entire bling application in one shot. You literally have to constantly fix the bling. Especially if it has charms in it. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. Let it go. Come on. And then one here. And then we got 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm not in frame right now. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I literally have to stuck two rhinestones in between whatever cavity of the charm so it stays in the same spot. Because otherwise it'll just keep moving and it's very annoying. Okay, now I'm going to clean both sides. Sometimes, or majority of the times, the rhinestones will move even in the process of curing. I don't have a problem with that. The only way to prevent that from happening is if you cure as you go. And for some people that works. For me, it doesn't for some weird reason. Like I tried doing that once and I ended up with so many lumps of gel that I was like, what the hell did I just do? So I'm sure if I wanted to stay longer here, I would add more stuff to the set, but I don't really like I'm extra, but I don't want to overdo it. Um Oh, you finally made it home. Yay. I know AB crystals look so beautiful. Thank you, Caroline. Ooh, you must be across the pond, maybe. It is 8:40 right now here, Eastern time. I do work early tomorrow morning. Let me add some cuticle. Actually, let me clean the rhinestones. Because of the wax. It's always very important that after you do your nails, you apply cuticle oil because everything kind of like every time you clean your hands, or if you do like me and you just clean them with some alcohol, all of that dries your skin. And that's why sometimes if people that don't apply cuticle oil end up with a beautiful set, but the fingers are ash. So this is what they look like. So I did a very simple bling application on the pointer finger and the pinky. I did my full bling with a charm on my ring finger, and then the 3D flowers on the middle finger with some rhinestones to make it a little, and a charm right there, butterfly charm. And then on the thumb, I put this huge as charm, which I love. And see, I don't do those really big rocks, but I do big charms. That I do. And yes, some people find them ridiculous, but I don't. I think it's art. Anything really. It doesn't really even matter what I like or I don't like, whether it's big rhinestones or big charms or whatever. It's art. Nails is art. And trust me, a lot of people really do dig into the big charms. You should see some of my other sets. I use buttons as charms if you want. If you want to go, very like um, big, and you don't want to spend, I don't know, over $5 or over $10 on a charm, really big charm. Go to Hobby Lobby, go to the button section. They have buttons there. Just cut the back of it and use those as charms. I do that all the time. But this is the finished look. Thank you so much for everyone who stayed until the very end. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your evening or night wherever you are. And don't forget to leave a comment at the end of the live. And if you come back and rewatch it, don't forget to hype. Or if you're watching it after the play, if you're just watching the playback of the live, don't forget to hype the video. It'll help me so, so much to reach multiple people. And share it if you find it helpful. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Actually, next Sunday I might not come on live. I have a family thing that I gotta go to. Family comes first, so I have to go do that. If it gets canceled again, then I'll see you guys next Sunday. But until next time, I guess. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.